There's a personality type that makes up only 2% of the population. They run countries, build empires, and design the future. They're called INTJs, the architects, the masterminds. And if you've ever wondered why some people seem to have life figured out while the rest of us are still figuring out what to eat for dinner, this video is for you. Because INTJs don't just succeed by accident, they succeed because their brains are wired differently. And today, we're going to open that blueprint and look inside. Let's start with their secret weapon. INTJs have a dominant cognitive function called Introverted Intuition. Fancy term, simple meaning. They see patterns that don't exist yet. While you're looking at what's in front of you, the INTJ is already 5 steps ahead. They're playing 4D chess in a world playing checkers. Studies on insight problem solving show that this type of pattern recognition uses different neural pathways than normal analytical thinking. INTJs don't just think faster, they think differently. They synthesize information from everywhere, and suddenly they see the solution, the strategy, the future. This is why INTJs dominate in fields like business strategy, engineering, research, and law. They're not just solving today's problem, they're building the system that will prevent tomorrow's problems. But vision without execution is just daydreaming, and this is where most people fail, not INTJs. Their second function is extraverted thinking. This is the engine that turns their visions into reality. It's systematic, logical, and brutally efficient. What's the fastest path? What resources do we need? What's the timeline? Who's incompetent and needs to get out of the way? They don't get emotional about it. They don't waste time on politics or ego. They just execute. One INTJ working in startups described it perfectly. I don't need a team to do my job. I do the job and I keep going long after others burn out. That's the INTJ advantage. While others are having meetings about having meetings, the INTJ already finished the project and went home. Here's something fascinating. INTJs are the most independent of all personality types. They don't look to others for validation. They don't need constant reassurance. They trust their own judgment, even when everyone around them disagrees. This independence comes from their cognitive stack. Their introverted intuition gives them internal certainty. Their extraverted thinking gives them external confidence. Put them together and you get someone who doesn't crumble under social pressure, who doesn't follow the crowd, who looks at authority and asks, does this actually make sense? Or are you just in charge? This is why INTJs make incredible founders, leaders, and innovators. They're not afraid to go alone if that's what it takes. Now, let's be honest. INTJs have weaknesses. They can be blunt. They can seem cold. They value efficiency over feelings, which means they sometimes hurt people without meaning to. One INTJ put it simply, if you don't want to be called an idiot, don't do stupid things. That's not malice, that's just INTJ logic. But here's why they still win. INTJs are constantly improving. They read, they study, they refine. And when they realize that emotional intelligence matters, usually in their 30s or 40s, when their introverted feeling function develops, they work on that too. They don't stay blind to their weaknesses. They analyze them, strategize around them, and grow. So why do INTJs succeed in life? Not because they're smarter than everyone else, though they often are. Not because they work harder, though they do. They succeed because they have vision that sees what others miss, systems that turn vision into reality, independence that ignores the noise, and growth that never stops. INTJs are the architects of their own lives. They don't wait for permission. They don't wait for motivation. They build, and that's a lesson for all of us, no matter your personality type. If you're an INTJ watching this, stop hiding your intensity. The world needs your blueprint, and if you're not an INTJ, study them, learn from them, because success leaves clues. Drop a comment if you're an INTJ or if you have one in your life. I read every single one.